chosen one. They got caught up calling people all night, playing the victim in their own dirt, and that truth is surfacing right at the beginning of this shift. Something massive just snapped in the spiritual realm, and you felt the release instantly. Right now, someone is panicking, dialing every number they know, scrambling to rewrite the narrative. While you slept peacefully, they were spiraling. Here's what they forgot. People with real purpose never fight alone. Your protection moves in realms they don't even believe in, and it just activated with full force. This is divine justice, precise, calculated, unavoidable. Let me show you exactly what your enemy tried to take from you. This was not something small. This was calculated warfare that was designed to destroy you completely. Your enemy did not just want to hurt you temporarily. Your enemy wanted to erase you from existence. They wanted to take everything that was making you powerful and leave you with absolutely nothing. Maybe your enemy stole your money from you. They literally took resources that were belonging to you through manipulation and deception. If this resonates with your situation, listen closely, because that money your enemy thought they escaped with is disappearing from their life right now. It is draining away faster than they can catch it, and it is not just coming back to you either. It is returning to you multiplied beyond the original amount. Or maybe your enemy tried stealing your reputation instead. They launched a smear campaign with lies that were so detailed and so specific that people actually believed the poison they were spreading. Your community turned against you. People became suspicious of your motives, your character, and your heart. You got painted as the villain in a narrative that was completely fabricated from beginning to end. Or maybe, and this represents the deepest cut of all, your enemy tried stealing a soul connection from you. Someone got positioned between you and a person who was meant for you. Poison got whispered into ears. Doubt got created where trust used to exist. Situations got manufactured that were making you look terrible. An entire false narrative got built specifically to destroy that connection, and it worked temporarily. That person turned away from you. They chose your enemy over you. You would stay down on the ground where they put you. You would crumble under the weight of everything that got taken from you. But you did not stay down like they expected. You got back up on your feet. You healed yourself from the wounds. You rebuilt everything from nothing. You kept moving forward, even when every single step felt impossible. And that decision, that choice to keep moving despite everything that was done to you, has triggered their complete downfall. Because here's the thing about theft in the spiritual realm that most people do not understand. When you take something that is not yours to take, when you build your success on someone else's destruction, you are violating spiritual law. And spiritual law always collects its debt, always, without exception. Your enemy thought their cleverness had won the day. Every single thought they had was wrong. The same divine force that was protecting you through their attack has just turned its full attention to them. Now watch carefully how the dominoes are falling. It all started with one person asking one simple question. Someone your enemy had lied to happened to talk to someone else your enemy had lied to, and the stories did not match up, not even close. Person A heard that you did something on a specific day. Person B heard that you did that same thing on a completely different day. Person C heard that you said something very specific, but when they asked you about it, you had zero memory of ever saying it. Suddenly people are comparing their notes with each other. Suddenly people are asking your enemy for receipts and proof. Suddenly your enemy is scrambling to keep their lies straight in real time. Your enemy had gotten so confident over such a long period that sloppiness had set in completely. They had told too many lies to too many different people. Now remembering who they told what story to has become impossible. Contradictions are multiplying by the hour. Getting caught is happening in real time. And the people who got manipulated by them, their anger is rising fast. But your enemy is not going down quietly. The phone is staying glued to their ear from dusk until dawn breaks. They are calling everyone frantically. The performance is shifting dramatically from conversation to conversation. With one person, victim mode gets activated fully. With another person, innocence gets performed convincingly. With someone else, offense gets launched aggressively. Every manipulation tactic in the book is getting deployed, but it is not working anymore. People are comparing those desperate phone calls with each other. People are realizing that manipulation is happening to them right now in real time. That person who was turned against you, that person is putting the pieces together now. Your enemy did not just separate you from that person and then leave it alone. They kept talking, they kept manipulating, they kept trying to control the situation, and control freaks always reveal themselves eventually. That person is seeing the same manipulation tactics now that were used on them about you, and something has clicked in their mind. If lies are happening about this current situation, were lies also told about that past situation too? And now that person cannot stop thinking about you. They cannot stop remembering who you really were before all the lies started. They cannot stop feeling sick about how they treated you based on completely false information, because they are realizing what actually happened. Something real and genuine got thrown away for something fake and toxic. A manipulator got chosen over someone who had a genuine heart of gold, and that regret is eating them alive from the inside. If this message activated your knowing, hype this video to connect with more chosen ones on this journey. Now we have reached the moment when everything explodes completely. Because here's what happens when people demand proof, and lies have been told the entire time. Nothing can be produced. Your enemy has been making accusations for extended periods of time, detailed accusations, specific claims about specific events. People believed it all because they thought, why would someone lie about something so specific unless the truth was backing it up? But now people want to see the actual proof. Show us the messages, show us the receipts, show us where those words were actually said. And your enemy is fumbling hard now. Suddenly everything has mysteriously gotten deleted. The conversation was supposedly verbal, so no record exists anywhere. The other witnesses do not remember things happening that way at all. The proof that was sworn to exist does not exist anywhere, because it never existed in the first place. Because everything got fabricated from the very beginning, and that right there is the death blow to their credibility. Because if lies got told about having evidence, what else did they lie about? If their biggest claims cannot be proven with any evidence, how can anyone trust their smaller claims? If their whole case is falling apart under basic scrutiny, was truth ever present at any point? Your enemy is trapped now, truly and completely trapped. They are stuck in consequences that manipulation cannot solve. And here's the beautiful part of all this. Victim mode is activating desperately now. I am being attacked unfairly. People are being unfair to me. But people are seeing through it now. Because the same person who destroyed you with lies is now using those exact same tactics to avoid accountability. The same person who showed absolutely no mercy when you were down is now begging for mercy now that they are exposed. And nobody is buying their performance anymore. Watch what is happening to the people who helped your enemy along the way. The enablers who spread the gossip willingly. The ones who co-signed the lies without question. Some of them are trying to backtrack now. I never really believed it myself. But it is too late for that. Some of them are doubling down because they went too deep to admit they were wrong. But it does not matter which route they choose. They are going down with the ship either way. That is what happens when you help someone destroy an innocent person. Let me break down exactly what is happening on those phone calls your enemy is making right now. This is where you can see the full desperation clearly. This is where the mask completely falls off their face. The first call goes out to their closest ally. Your enemy is crying on the phone. You will not believe what is happening to me right now. People are turning on me from every direction. I am being attacked from all sides. Then they launch into a version of events that is so twisted and so manipulated that even their closest ally is sitting there thinking to themselves, wait, that does not sound right at all. But your enemy does not stop talking. They keep going, they keep explaining, they keep justifying. And the more talking that happens, the more holes appear in their narrative. They mention something that contradicts what they said before. They claim someone said something, but the timeline does not add up at all. They insist they have proof, but when pressed for details, they get vague and evasive. The ally is starting to feel uncomfortable. They are starting to ask questions that your enemy does not want to answer. Now your enemy is playing the victim even harder than before. I cannot believe that after everything I have done for people, this is how they are treating me in return. They are trying to guilt their ally into supporting them blindly. They are trying to make it about loyalty instead of truth. But it is not landing the same way it used to, because their ally is tired. They are tired of the constant drama. They are tired of defending someone who always seems to be in the middle of some conflict. The second call goes out to someone who is more neutral in the situation, someone who knows both sides. Your enemy changes their approach completely for this person. Now they sound reasonable. Now they sound reflective. Look, I know there have been some misunderstandings along the way. I am not saying I am perfect by any means. This version sounds almost believable. It sounds almost mature. But then they slip up. They cannot help themselves. Of course, you know how dramatic everyone else is being about all of this. And there it is. The real motive is showing through the fake humility. They are still trying to paint you as the problem. They are still trying to make people question your character and credibility, and the neutral person catches it. They catch the subtle manipulation attempt happening right in front of them. The third call goes out to someone who has been asking questions, someone who is not buying the narrative anymore. Your enemy comes out aggressive with this person. I heard you have been talking about me behind my back. I thought I could trust you better than this. They are trying to flip the script completely. They are trying to make the person who is questioning them feel guilty for questioning them in the first place. But this person is not falling for it at all. I am not attacking you. I am asking for clarity. You said specific things happened. Other people are saying those things did not happen. I am just trying to understand what is actually true here. And your enemy panics visibly. They cannot provide the clarity that is being requested. They cannot reconcile the contradictions that keep piling up, so they deflect instead. I cannot believe you are doing this to me right now. By the time dawn breaks, your enemy has called everyone they could think of. They have tried every angle they know. They have shapeshifted through every version of their story. And nobody is buying it anymore. Nobody is coming to rescue them. Nobody is co-signing their fabricated story. Your enemy is facing something that is completely beyond their comprehension. When you come after someone who is carrying divine purpose in their life, you are not just messing with a regular person. You are messing with what that person is connected to in the spiritual realm. You are touching someone who has spiritual protection operating around them. You are attacking someone who has backup that exists in dimensions that are invisible to physical eyes. Right now your enemy is experiencing things that are defying all logical explanation. Sleep will not come to them, no matter how hard they try. Every time their eyes close, your face appears in their mind. Nightmares about being exposed are replaying endlessly on a loop. They are waking up in cold sweats multiple times throughout the night. Exhaustion is overwhelming their body, but rest remains impossible because guilt is torturing them from within. Things are breaking down in their life that should not be breaking down. Technology is malfunctioning at critical moments. Plans are falling through mysteriously. Money is disappearing inexplicably. Everything they touch is starting to rot immediately. Spiritual law got violated by their actions. Someone came after a person who had genuine intentions while using fake ones themselves. Someone attacked a person who had a heart of gold while carrying a heart of stone. And the universe said clearly, not this one. Divine forces said firmly, this one is protected by us. Now your enemy is facing the full weight of spiritual consequences that they never anticipated coming. They might attempt to fix it spiritually through various means, but here is the truth they need to understand. You cannot cleanse what you will not confess. You cannot heal what you will not acknowledge openly, until real responsibility gets taken for their actions, until real amends get made to those they hurt. The spiritual warfare will only intensify automatically, and your enemy is not ready for that level of accountability. They are still trying to lie their way out of the situation, which means the consequences will just keep multiplying exponentially. You were not just surviving a random attack. You were being trained and prepared for your next level. Every lie that was told about you has taught you how to spot deception from a mile away. Every person who was turned against you has taught you valuable lessons about loyalty and what real friendship actually looks like. Every scheme that was pulled on you has taught you about spiritual warfare and how it operates in the unseen realm. Every lonely night you endured has taught you that you are complete even when standing alone. Every tear you cried has washed away false connections that were never meant to go where you are going next. You have come out of that attack completely transformed. You are stronger than you were before. You are wiser than you have ever been. You are more discerning than you thought possible. You do not move the same way anymore. You protect your energy now like it is the most valuable resource you possess. You set firm boundaries without feeling any guilt about it. You recognize red flags early before any damage can be done. You walk away from toxic situations without feeling the need to explain yourself. That attack tried its best to break you completely, but it actually made you dangerous to every manipulator who might cross your path in the future. Because you cannot be fooled anymore. You can see their tactics clearly. You know their game intimately. You trust your intuition completely, and that makes you incredibly powerful. Now let's talk about the dirt your enemy is stuck in currently. This is not metaphorical language. These are real consequences that are manifesting in real time. Every lie they told is like mud that has gotten on their hands, and the more they attempt to wash it off, the more it spreads to other areas. The more they try to clean themselves up, the dirtier everything looks to observers. You can watch their social circle shrinking in real time. People who used to answer their calls immediately are now letting everything go straight to voicemail. People who used to invite them to everything social are suddenly forgetting to include them. People who used to seek their advice eagerly are now avoiding their opinions completely. They are being iced out slowly but surely by their community, and they can feel it happening. Every unanswered text message, every cancelled plan that was made, every conversation that gets awkwardly quiet when they walk into the room. They are becoming a social pariah, and they are unable to stop it from happening. But here's the part that is really destroying them psychologically. They cannot even defend themselves properly anymore, because to defend themselves they would have to admit what they actually did. They would have to explain their true motives. They would have to reveal the actual depth of their manipulation. So they are caught in this completely impossible position, where staying quiet makes them look guilty, and speaking up proves they are guilty. There is no winning move available to them. There is no escape route they can find. They are just stuck firmly in the dirt of their own making. Watch carefully how they are attempting to clean up their public image. They have started posting inspirational quotes about forgiveness and moving forward from the past. They are sharing content about how hurt people end up hurting other people. They are posting vague messages about being misunderstood by everyone. They are trying desperately to control the narrative on social media, since controlling it in real life has failed completely. But people are seeing straight through these attempts. People are recognizing the manipulation tactics clearly. People know exactly what is happening right in front of them, and it is making everything look even worse, more desperate, more guilty, more pathetic. They are trying frantically to create new connections to replace the ones they have lost. Suddenly they are being extra friendly to people they barely paid attention to before. Suddenly they are trying to insert themselves into completely new social circles. Suddenly they are being overly generous and helpful to people they used to ignore completely. But people already know what happened. Word has traveled fast through the community. New people they are attempting to befriend have already heard the full story. They have already been warned by others. They have already decided to keep their distance safely. Your enemy has become radioactive now. Nobody wants the contamination that comes automatically with being associated with them publicly. I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. Are you really chosen? Prove it. It's easy to watch videos about chosen ones. It's another thing to put yourself to the test. If you're still here, that means something, but talk is cheap. Real chosen ones take action. That's why I built Destiny Engine. It generates personalized sequences that help you rewire betrayal into transcendence, turn isolation into sacred power, and transform their downfall into your rise. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed competition and scarcity and repurposing it to serve divine justice. You put on the headphones, press play, and watch your enemies choke on the rope their own lies created. If you're done consuming and ready to prove you're chosen, start your Destiny Engine for $1 today, join the Obsidian Inner Order live checks, and watch divine justice accelerate in your life. Link in the description. Your enemy is currently experiencing what happens when you violate spiritual law intentionally. Everything they built on lies is crumbling to dust. Everything they gained through manipulation is being taken away. Everything they achieved through schemes is being reversed completely. This is not punishment from an angry God. This is correction from a just universe. This is balance being restored to its natural state. This is spiritual law operating exactly as it was designed to operate. You do not get to cheat destiny and keep the winnings you stole. Watch how fast everything is falling apart around them. Relationships they thought were solid and permanent are revealing themselves as purely transactional. Opportunities they thought were secured firmly are disappearing into thin air. Resources they thought were stable and reliable are drying up completely. Success they thought was permanent and lasting is proving to be temporary and fleeting. Everything that was built on a false foundation is collapsing entirely, and they cannot stop it from happening. They cannot slow it down at all. They cannot minimize the damage being done. They can only watch in absolute horror as everything they worked for turns to dust in their hands. People who helped your enemy along the way are now turning against them viciously, because when the ship is sinking rapidly, everyone scrambles desperately to save themselves first. The people who co-signed all the lies are now claiming loudly they never really believed any of it. The people who helped spread the gossip eagerly are now saying they were just reporting what they had heard from others. The people who participated actively in the attack are now trying desperately to distance themselves from all of it. And your enemy is watching in real time as the army they built carefully disappears completely. Some of these former allies are actually working against your enemy now. They are sharing screenshots they kept secretly. They are revealing private conversations they recorded without permission. They are exposing plans they were directly part of, because they are angry now, angry that they got used as pawns, angry that they damaged their own reputation helping someone else, angry that they are going down publicly because of someone else's schemes. So they are taking your enemy down with them out of pure spite, and there is absolutely nothing that can stop this from happening. This is where we end, exactly where we began, but everything has been transformed completely. You are not the same person who first entered that attack. You have been refined through intense fire. You have been elevated through crushing pressure. You have been made untouchable through severe testing. The attack did not break you like it was designed to. Instead, it revealed who you really are at your core. It showed you who you really are when everything external gets stripped away. It proved conclusively that you can stand completely alone. It demonstrated clearly that you can rebuild everything from absolute zero. People can feel your energy before you even speak a single word. Something fundamental has shifted in you and everyone can see it clearly. They cannot name it exactly, but power gets recognized immediately when it enters any space. You are not trying to prove anything to anyone anymore. External validation is not needed by you at all. You know exactly who you are. You know exactly what you survived. You know exactly what you are capable of achieving, and that quiet confidence is magnetic beyond description. You have made it through this entire ordeal with completely clean hands. You did not become what their accusations claimed about you. You did not let their toxicity turn you into a toxic person. You did not fight dirty just because they were fighting dirty. You trusted the process even when you could not see the path. You protected your character fiercely. You kept your integrity completely intact throughout. And that matters more than you know right now. You are walking into a season where your character is literally your currency, where your integrity is your influence, where your authenticity is your authority. The doors that are opening for you now require clean hands and a pure heart to walk through. If you had become what your enemy accused you of being, if you had fought back using their exact tactics, you would not be ready for what is coming to you now. The test was not just about surviving the attack. It was about surviving without losing yourself in the process. The new connections that are forming in your life now are completely different from anything you experienced before. These people truly see you. They really see you. Not a projected image you are trying to maintain. Not a reputation that precedes you. Not what someone told them about you second-hand. They see your actual heart beating in your chest. Your actual character showing through your actions. Your actual intentions behind everything you do, and they are choosing you based on truth and reality. These connections are solid and lasting because they are built on reality instead of manipulation. Your creativity is exploding in ways you did not think were possible. Ideas are flowing freely like water. Solutions are appearing seemingly from nowhere. Innovations are happening naturally. That blockage you felt so heavily during the attack, it has completely gone away. Your mind is crystal clear. Your spirit is completely free. Your gifts are operating at levels you have never experienced before in your life. Because when you are not spending precious energy defending yourself from lies, when you are not carrying the heavy weight of false accusations, when you are not fighting exhausting battles in the dark, all that energy automatically redirects to creation, to building, to manifesting, to thriving abundantly. Your intuition has become sharper than it has ever been. You can feel things before they actually happen now. You can sense people's true energy before they reveal their real selves. You can spot red flags from an impressive distance. You can discern truth from lies almost instantly. That attack refined your spiritual senses significantly. It made you more sensitive to the unseen realm. It made you more aware of spiritual realities. It made you more connected to divine guidance. You are operating with a level of discernment that makes you nearly impossible to deceive successfully. Your story is going to help so many people, the ones who are currently in the middle of what you just came out of victoriously, the ones who are facing attacks that are beyond their understanding, the ones who feel completely alone and unprotected. When you share openly what you went through and how you made it, when you explain clearly the spiritual warfare you survived, you are going to give people genuine hope. You are going to give them practical strategy. You are going to give them permission to trust the process even when everything looks completely hopeless. That is your purpose being activated powerfully. Your enemy thought destroying your life was happening. They were actually funding your ministry instead. They thought ending your influence was occurring. They were actually expanding your authority instead. They thought silencing your voice was achieved. They were actually giving you a testimony that cannot be denied by anyone. The financial blessings that are starting to flow into your life right now are making up for everything that was lost during the attack, and then some. Unexpected money is showing up from surprising places. Opportunities are presenting themselves naturally. Deals are closing successfully. Projects are succeeding beyond expectations. It is like the universe itself is repaying you with generous interest for everything that was taken during the warfare. And the best part about this blessing, this money is completely clean. It was earned honestly. It is blessed abundantly. No manipulation is attached to it. No schemes are connected to it. No dirt is covering it. You can receive it with a completely clear conscience and watch it multiply because it is built firmly on integrity. The universe is backing you in ways you cannot even see yet, with physical eyes. Doors are being prepared that have not opened yet. Connections are being arranged that have not formed yet. Blessings are being prepared that have not manifested yet. Everything you need for this next level is already in motion behind the scenes. You just have to keep walking forward. Keep trusting the process. Keep moving forward with the confidence of someone who knows divine favor is actively on their side. Your enemy is going to have to watch all of this happening from the outside. They are going to have to see you blessed while they stay stuck in struggle. They are going to have to witness you elevated while they stay stuck in stagnation. They are going to have to observe you thriving while they stay stuck in survival mode. And there is nothing they can do to stop it. No scheme they can devise that can block it. No lie they can tell that can prevent it. No manipulation they can attempt that can delay it. Your time is right now. Your season is here. Your moment has come. So while your enemies are calling people all night desperately, playing victim in their own dirt pathetically, caught up in consequences they created personally, shape-shifting through stories that nobody believes anymore, producing receipts that simply do not exist, facing spiritual warfare that is impossible to escape from, watching their enablers abandon ship quickly, comparing their chaos to your peace constantly, sinking deeper into the traps they set for you, experiencing the same isolation they forced on you, losing the people they manipulated away from you, watching their reputation crumble while yours restores beautifully, facing financial loss while you experience financial gain, dealing with health issues while you experience healing, and realizing far too late that self-destruction happened while they were trying to destroy you. You do exactly one thing: keep walking forward in your power. Do not look back at their destruction with anything but deep gratitude that divine justice operates perfectly. Do not waste precious energy on revenge, because karma has already collected the debt with interest. Do not spend time gloating because you have better things to do with your energy. Do not even think about them except to thank God for removing them from your path permanently. They were a closed door that led you to a much better open one. They were a detour that led you directly to your destiny. They were a test that proved your character conclusively. They were a tool that was used to prepare you for what is coming next. You already won this battle before it even began. The universe already wrote the ending where you rise and your enemy falls. Divine forces already determined that anyone coming against you with malicious intent signs their own destruction certificate. Spiritual law already established that what they did to you would return to them multiplied. There was never any question about how this would end. The only question was how you would handle the process. And you handled it with grace, with integrity, with dignity, with unwavering faith. Your only job now is receiving everything that is pouring into your life. Step into opportunities without any hesitation. Build connections without any fear. Create the future without any doubt. Live the life they attempted to prevent with absolute confidence. Thrive in ways that prove every attack against you was actually divine setup for your most powerful elevation. Walk in your purpose so boldly that everyone who doubted you has to acknowledge what they are witnessing. Shine so bright that your enemies need protection just to glance in your direction. Welcome to your season of total domination. The war is over. You won. Now go collect everything that has your name on it And when you see your enemy drowning in that dirt, do not throw them a rope. Do not pull them out. Do not save them from themselves. Just keep walking, keep rising, keep winning, keep shining, keep building, keep creating, keep thriving, keep being exactly who you are, someone who survived hell and came out holding heaven. This is your time. This is your season. This is your moment. This is your victory. Now go walk in it, with the confidence of someone who knows exactly who they are and whose they are, because you are not just a survivor, you are a warrior. You are not just standing, you are dominating. You are not just living, you are thriving. You are not just blessed, you are highly favored. You are not just chosen, you are unstoppable. And nothing and no one can take that from you ever again.